Why am I making this film? What is driving me to make this film? We are, as a girls, as a woman, we are being like raised and socialized into concept of being silent, polite, and not making scenes, not making mess. And I guess I got caught up in this, in this concept.
I think that it shaped me to who I am today. Definitely. Yeah, I would be lying if I said it didn't. It made me never know the barrier between what was acceptable and unacceptable.
I think I thought, when I say no, it doesn't make a difference anyway, so I might as well just do it.
It started when I was 6 till I was 12. So back then I didn't know what was going on. And then I tried to deny it for a year. And then I realized that such sick thoughts can never happen to a 12-year-old kid. So it must have happened.
So it was never okay to talk about it. We never had counselling or anything like that. It was especially really traumatic for my sister, who used to talk to me about it when we got a little bit older, but in a really secretive way, which was really strange as well. Like, why it had to be like that. Like, we had to feel ashamed about it.
I was also afraid of saying anything to anyone because I was afraid of being judged, of letting him do it. You know, that I didn't say no loud enough, that I didn't say stop loud enough, and I was afraid that that some people might think that I liked it or I wanted him to do it or something like this, which is obviously not true.
I guess I didn't have any boundaries or not enough. Many years later, I realized I had post-traumatic stress disorder from it because I had flashbacks.
I didn't associate sex with me having any power over the situation.
My breast had no feeling until I was 20. Then they first hurt. And then when I was 21, I was starting to feel pleasure, but at first it was just numb. It was like my soul was gone from my breast. Cuddling was really possible because I always was able to shut love. Yeah, I was always able to love. I had a lot of love. I was just not able to have sex.
For years, I didn't talk about it. Also because I felt guilty, like it was my fault. And even now I'm thinking, yeah, it probably was. Even now. But I didn't speak about it because I didn't feel like
I had the right to say something had happened to me.
I don't know, still really hard to tell people. And it's just, I feel ashamed, like it was my fault. And I know that's such a cliche, but it's true.
I had a flashback during sex, and it was really intense, and I didn't know where it came from, and it just hit me, and I couldn't stop crying. And then I told my partner exactly what happened, and that felt really good.
It was like breaking free. It was also the first years, after the therapy, when my parents finally knew, so I didn't have to keep it a secret anymore. It was like I wanted to tell everyone, because I've been so alone for so long with that secret. That made my self-worth go away. That makes, everything that made me the weird kid that had to be bullied because I was broken. And then finally I could show the world why.
Talking about it definitely did help me. It was like quite freeing and liberating, because we are not the ones to be ashamed. Like, we didn't have a choice, so how can we be ashamed of something that happened that we didn't agree to?
Saying it out loud has helped, and with the few people that I've told maybe 3 people ever.
Every time I told it, it also made it less emotional and more clear, and it helps healing, I'm quite sure of that. If you talk about it with people, or if you write it down, it makes things more clear, and it doesn't only is inside you, but it is in the world as well, and you're not alone anymore, because then you hear from other women their experiences when you start talking, because they feel safe enough, because they know you understand them.